everybody, welcome back to another Shadowverse Worlds Beyond video. Today will be the final set of the card reveals that they'll be doing for the upcoming set Infinity Evolve. So if you guys don't know, the new set actually comes in less than a day from the upload of this video. Not only have they revealed 8 cards that we'll be discussing today, but they also revealed that we're gonna get the new leaders Titania and Ether. And the animated cards that we're gonna be getting for this set will be Gensetsu and Hochan. Before we get into the video, I would just like to thank Kapu for translating all of these cards as they got released real time. Big shout out to you, Kapu. Thank you so much for translating the cards for us. And with that said, let's first up we have Raina. Raina is a neutral gold follower that's a 7 cost, and the evolve effect of Raina is evolving all unevolved followers on the field, right? She's a 5/5 as well. And if you guys are wondering what this card is for, it's for punishing people, typically for letting you have a board. Or, as you might have already guessed, right? If you were like there at the stream yesterday, we actually thought this was gonna be a mini Cerberus, right? So any token that has Storm, like that Abyss Craft has, the double cemetery, Raina can actually do a lot of damage with that. You can do 13 damage if you super evolve Raina total with a double cemetery setup, right? So it's not only gonna help out Abyss. Abyss is probably gonna be the main beneficiary of this. What a surprise, right? But you can also buff up boards with this, or have board states where you have a lot of tokens and you use this in order to give everybody more stats and rush. So yeah, this I think is a really good card, and the fact that it's 7 mana makes it really nice to put into cards that don't have a really strong turn 7, you know? So if you don't want to run Olivia, let's say you have enough cardio, enough healing, you want something that beeps up the board more, that doesn't really require a super evo point, right? Since Raina Raina's ability gets activated on just a normal evolve, then maybe you want to slot in Raina. Another neutral card that they release is called Reverse Change. It's a bronze 2 cost spell that selects the follower in the field and it gives it +2, -2. And just like Raina, this card also benefits a lot in Abyss. Why does it benefit Abyss a lot? Because of the combo that we talked about the other day with the Charon Reanimate, with the Medusa. You can also use this to increase the damage even further, up to 15 for the 16 for the Medusa combo, and also for other combo setups as well. This is definitely gonna be a card where it's gonna be used as a finisher. I don't think it's gonna be used as something for trading. Hell, you can use this for removal too because it has a -2 effect on it. Alright, since we're talking about neutral cards that benefits Abyss a lot, let's also talk about Corpse Soldier. So this is the new 6 mana play card that we've all been waiting for Abyss Funfair. Summon 2 putrid zombies. Their last word is summon another putrid zombie, and then they'll lose the last word. This is a really good card because not only does it give us a really decent turn 6, but this has to be a very sticky card because you have multiple last words that summon themselves, right? So it makes it really good to set up for Cerberus, right? It's gonna be way easier to set up combos where you do 1 cemetery, you have a cemetery beforehand, and then you play Corpse Soldier on turn 6, right? And then maybe you coin a Survey on your turn 7, and then suddenly you have a lot of damage. These aren't 1/1 tokens, these are 2/2s. So there will be 4 2s with a Survey buff. So overall, I just think that with this addition alongside Raina, mid-range Abyss is actually getting a lot of help, and hopefully they become more relevant in the next set. And they also release a Swordcraft follower, and it's Rose, the Princess Knight. Rose is a 3 mana 3/2 gold follower that has rush and has the effect enhance 5. Draw a Swordcraft follower that costs 2 or below, reduce its cost to 0, and follower strike. If the target is damaged, destroy it. I'm a really big fan of this card because I really love tempo swing cards, and Rose is definitely one of those. Let's say you had a rough early game and then you drop this on turn 5, and then you can literally like draw a Lance Trooper from your deck, a Samurai, a Lance Trooper, preferably anything that has rush or summons a unit with rush like Lance Trooper, and then you could literally just destroy most of the board that they built if they were leading. And if you're behind, you can do this thing where whatever they put in retaliation of your like existing board, you can just keep on putting on the pressure. It also thins out your deck, so this is like perfect for mid-range sword. Like whatever 2 drops that you have on the deck will, will be thinned out of your deck, so in the late game you'll have a better chance of drawing your high cost cards like Amalia, Geno, Amelia, etc. So yeah, big fan of this card, and this is definitely a must-craft in my opinion for mid-range sword. Alright, now we're moving over to what Runecraft got as well, and I think they got one of the best cards in the set in my opinion, and that is Norman, the Adamant Alchemist. Over here at the screen, you're gonna see that the effect is, it's a 6 mana 5/5 legendary with the fanfare effect, Earthright 1, select a mode to activate from this tree. And the evolve effect of this card is repeating the same fanfare, by the way. So you get to activate one of this tree twice if you evolve him. So the effects are either summoning 1 Guardian Golem with barrier. If you guys don't know what a Guardian Golem is, it's a 3/3 ward, and then she's gonna give it barrier, right? So you can either do that, draw 3 cards, or restore 4 health to your leader. And that is really insane value. As I said, if you evolve him, you can have the mode select again, which means you can draw 6 cards, you can restore 8 health, or you can summon 2 wards with barrier. I'm pretty sure this card will be in spell boost for some reason, because the amount of healing that it gives you and the amount of draw that it can give you makes it very flexible. Against aggro, you can use it to ward up. Let's say you're against forest. If you are in a control matchup and you're fighting for value or trying to speedrun your win con, you can draw cards. Or if you're against like something that's trying to kill you through burning, let's say they're not going through the board but they're trying to burn you, you can just heal. You can just heal like Sage Light, right? A card that can heal you for 8, right, for 6 mana. A card that can draw 6 cards for 6 mana, I think is insane value, and the stats aren't that bad too. It's a 6 mana 5/5. So I think this is a must craft for spell boost next set. But hey, we'll see in the future like if this is gonna be one of the cards that they'll run. But my money is definitely on it being run at least 1 or 2 copies of it, because the value is just insane, man. And the Earthright like requirement is really low too. It's only like 1 Earthright, which you'll get with the draw Earthright cards, right? So they made it really convenient for spell boost to use this. I thought this was gonna be an Earthright card, but I was like, okay, there has to be a catch with how good this card is going to be. Yep, it's a spell boost card too. So yeah. Another card that Runecraft got is called Chaos Flame. And it is the return of the Chimera, but not in the follower form, but in the spell form. Alright, so what does Chaos Flame do? It's a 3 mana, it's a 3 cost silver spell that gets buffed by spell boost. So X starts at 0, right? And every time you spell boost, X increases by 1. And when you use the card, it does X damage to all enemy followers. This is split, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be split, and it's gonna be similar to how Chimera was in Shadowverse 1, except this won't hit the face. Do I think this card is good? I think it is. It might potentially replace William. Now, I understand William does way more damage on the board, and with the beefy board states that we're gonna have with Heavencraft's new cards, this card might be a bit underwhelming in terms of clearing the board. But if you do start with this, or you get it early and you spell boost it like, I don't know, like 15 plus, it might be as impactful as William. Though, yeah, I'm still on the fence on whether this is gonna be a staple. But the good thing about this card is it's a spell boost it's another spell boost without evolving because it's a spell, and it's also lower cost. So you get to play this turn 8 with Aningrea. You get to play this with other cards much easier than William. William typically eats up your entire turn, so we'll have to see, right? Right now, I have the idea of this might be run, but William will still be run on spell boost just because of the fact that the amount of like stats that we're gonna be dealing with other decks is gonna be insane. So yeah, I don't think you're gonna run this card. I do think you should try it out. It's a silver card anyway, so it doesn't hurt. And yeah, I think this is a good card. Alright, now let's talk about this card that Reddit and like other platforms have been complaining about, that artifact god, and he's called Karula, Mind Arts. He's a 6 mana 5/4 legendary, which has a fanfare of select an artifact following your hand that costs 5 or less and summon an exact copy of it, with the super evolved effect of can attack 2 times per turn. And I was like, wow, they just gave us another Alouette that doesn't require an evolve point. And if you super evolve Karula, it functions as well as an Olivia board clear. I mean, it's better than Olivia clearing, because Olivia clearing can just be like 177 alongside one token that's probably gonna be a 5 attack or 4 attack. Karula can just do 2 8 attacks, meaning it can clear Orcus. Yeah, it can clear Orcus, it can clear Fat, like as long as it's like 2 units on the board, Karula can probably kill it. The only thing that Karula doesn't one tap is probably cards like Cerberus, because Cerberus is a 9/9. So that's insane, because this card is good with or without evolving. It also gives you another artifact, so it kinda gives you this very, very interesting consistency buff of spamming betas, right? Back then you would have to high roll multiple Alouettes, maybe a Doombright or 2 in order to do the beta like curve. With this card, you can do Alouette and you have this. And remember, you also have Carnelia that can combo with Doombright. Your turn 5 to turn 7 suddenly has a lot of offensive tools now, and when you get to turn 8, you'll get finished off more or less by Orcus. So yeah, this is a very scary curve in my opinion, right? If your class doesn't have any healing and you can't deal with the tempo swing that they do, you might just straight up die. Yeah, that's why I think for you to survive like this matchup and you're behind, you probably need a form of healing, or you need like constant removal while you're also healing. I just can't help but think that Sword might have a rough time this set. I don't know, because like there's so many control decks that are getting stronger. And yeah, this is a really insane card. This is a no-brainer must-craft for artifact decks. Yeah, I didn't expect them to make this, to be honest, because artifacts are already pretty good. Hey, let's see though how the meta shapes up. But that's the thing that you can like get a guarantee for me. That's a guarantee. This card's gonna be nuts. And the last but certainly not the least of the Infinity Evolve revealed cards, it's going to be my GOAT, Grimnir, Divine Cyclone. Grimnir is a 3 mana legendary that has a 2/3 stat line. They have Ward, so it works with Ward Haven, smiley face. And it has a fanfare, gain Crest. And the Crest is at the end of your turn, if you have a super evolved follower in the field, deal 2 damage to all the enemy followers. I am very interested in the usage of this card, mostly because the Crest is permanent, so you can drop this at turn 3, and then suddenly you will have a bunch of 3/2 damage removals on like your super evolved turns. So what is this card gonna be good with? At the moment, here are my guesses. Number 1, it's the Crest is gonna be good with Gildaria, because Gildaria can super evolve himself. Another one is Ambush, so you can like super evolve Bronny or super evolve, a squirrel. Yeah, if you want to super evolve a squirrel, we can do it, of course, right? And then have them just sit there on the field so the crest triggers over and over until they use Divine Thunder or something to remove your ambush unit. So I think that's gonna be most effective with Ronnie for the most part, because like Ronnie's gonna have a Dark Haven, or Ronnie's gonna just have more HP straight up. And since it has low attack at the start, it's a 1-3 at the start, it might be able to dodge Divine Thunder as well. So yeah, right now those are the applications that I can think of. Like, let me know in the comments down below if you've seen any like potential combos with Grimnir, but so far that is what I think Grimnir will be doing. Am I excited for the card effect of this card? Not as much as I thought it would be. I did know it was gonna be a board clear, but I didn't expect it to be just a token killer board clear. Alright? I mean, we kinda had it coming because yeah, it's Infinity Evolve, but we don't have a lot of like evolving cards on their own. We have Gildaria and we have like Hinikar, but not much outside of that. Maybe we'll get more as they when they release all the bronze and silver cards, and hopefully we have more evolving, because otherwise like cards like Grimnir aren't gonna be like as flashy as I thought they would be. But regardless, I'm really excited to see my goat in the game, and hopefully it's gonna be a fun set for everybody. All right, okay, that's gonna be the video for today. That's all of the cards. We're all caught up, right? The next set is gonna be released in less than a day as the upload of this video. It's probably in less than 10 hours, right? You can check the social media sites of Shadowverse Worlds Beyond to have an update on that, or their official website for more information. And yeah, again, thank you so much, Capo, for translating the cards for me. And hope you guys have a nice day. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be streaming the new set when it goes live on my channels here on YouTube and also on twitch.tv/LNeroTV. Hope you guys have a nice day. I'ma see you in the next video. Peace. Bye bye.